Hello and welcome to Retro Americana. I'm your host, Jeremy Scott. Today's special guest, James Townsend.
Oh, yeah!
He's got some speaking electronic kind of elf scary stuff. And if you've been watching this show, you know those elves freak me out. Anyway, so up first, before we get started, I wanted to check back in on our East German dance craze kids from 1989. Let's roll it. And there we go. These people are freaking weird. And if I'm not mistaken, that sounds like, in the background there, a little Milli Vanilli. Yo, look at those. Those are some tight pants, dude. Yeah, I don't think you need to be doing that. Okay, that's enough of them. Let's get out of here. We'll check back in on those kids in a couple of episodes. And next time we do, they'll be showing you how to do the dance moves, move by move, in German. They're freaky. All right, so up first we have a really, actually all the commercials we have on today are really solid. This one's Bonanza action figures. Yo! I couldn't get a date on it, but looking at it, it's definitely 60s, and we'll just go ahead and split the difference and say mid-60s. Bonanza was one of the most successful, longest-running television shows in history. Ran from 1959 to 1973. And most of the cast went on to do and have further success in television. Lauren Green, who played Ben Cartwright, Battlestar Galactica. How can you leave that out? Of course, Michael Landon, my boy, I like to call him Mike Landon, went on to do Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven. And Pernell Roberts, who played Adam, went on to do a show that I think has been kind of forgotten about. But it was a successful show when it was doing its thing, Trapper John M.D. That one ran from like 79 to 86, something like that. So check out this commercial. It's really, it's pretty cool.
Men from Bonanza, the Cartwrights, the greatest Western toys ever. Little Joe, fastest left-handed draw in the West. Ben, the toughest pioneer who ever rode the plains. And Hoss, always ready for a good fight. You can even get the Outlaw, the meanest desperado you ever saw.
Watch out! He's getting away! Hit him, Hoss! Pow! You got him!
And you can get the trailblazing 4-in-1 Bonanza wagon. Each Cartwright comes complete with over a dozen accessories. Each horse has action ooze. You can buy Little Joe's Pinto, Hoss's Stallion, and Ben's Big Buckskin. The action men from Bonanza will put you right in the Wild West. By American character, the hottest brand around.
Okay, folks, this next one, if you liked Gung Ho Commando outfit, you're gonna love this one. This one is, I'm gonna make sure I get this right, Sound O Power. And it's really two commercials mixed into one. It's Sound O Power military rifle and Western rifle from the 1950s, which was manufactured by Mark's Toy Company. Yo! Totally rad commercial. I have a hard time containing myself when it comes to these really cool old school gun commercials because they're so realistic. I mean, you could never, ever put out a toy like that now. When I was growing up in the 80s, it was the tail end of having guns, toy guns that looked like real guns. I think here's a picture of me holding an Uzi gun on I believe it was my 10th birthday, 1986, and a little bit of smoke came out. And another thing about this kind of commercial is it's a subliminal way of preaching to boys that war is cool, guns are cool, killing people is cool. So enlist, is one of the kind of, that's what they do. And I think that they still do stuff like that to a certain extent. It's certainly not as heavy-handed with violence as it is now. I think video games kind of run that show. So check this out from the 1950s. Sound O Power military rifle and Western rifle. Yo.
There, buddy. It's all yours.
Wow,
partner. Looks like real. Sounds like real.
They sure do.
The Sound of Power military rifle and Western rifle by Marks. Each gun makes lots of battle sounds. Just press the trigger and listen. This sounds like a gun battle over there. Is it real? Looks like real. Hey, it sounds like real. Right. Every shot, every battle sound was from the Sound of Power military and Western rifles by Marks.
Okay, the last commercial we have sounds disgusting if you were to pair these up, at least in my mind. Cheerios and V8 partnership commercial from 1968. Barf. Barf. The coolest thing about this commercial, though, is the toys. The toy that you could send off for if you send the label in and all that stuff. See, this is back when cereal toys meant something. Dang it. So check this out and we'll be right back.
Off into space. Man, that takes real teamwork. And here's a team of junior spacemen with an out-of-this-world breakfast that teams up V8 juice and Cheerios for flavor and energy. What a treat! A flavorful glassful of refreshing V8 juice and Cheerios with power protein, plus vitamin B1 for Go Power. And now, here's a special out-of-this-world free offer. This Moon Rocket Kit, both a toy and an exciting game. First, blast off. It separates in midair and lands 2 spacemen on a moon map. You get this wonderful game only through this free offer. Send your name and address and 1 V8 label plus 1 box top from these specially marked packages of Cheerios, Kix, or Frostios to Moon Rocket Kit, Mount Vernon 10, New York. Get Campbell's V8 cocktail vegetable juice with any one of these Big G cereals.
Okay, folks, before we take a commercial break and then bring out old James Townsend, I'd like to take a moment and give some props to my boy, the Hamburglar. Yo. Stand up. Stand up. Show some respect. Hamburglar first started teaching us that McDonald's hamburgers are so good that it's okay to steal them in 1971. Then he went away for a little while in the 1990s and then reemerged at the first part of this last decade occasionally, and the last time he's been seen on the airwaves was 2003. Since then, McDonald's pretty much has the ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it, or you're loving it, or something's loving it. And Ronald McDonald, kind of the icon for years for McDonald's, you don't really see him too much. And the only time he's around is in real life situations with kids and stuff. And I don't know, Ronald always kind of creeped me out. But Hamburglar, if you're watching, dude, I just want to say, what up? I love you. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you don't have to steal food anymore. And if you see my boy Grimace, tell him I said, what up? Okay, folks, when we come back, we're going to have some James Townsend.